You're good. You're rolling. What the shit is going on right
I'm
now?
too sleepy. I need to like wake up. I feel like our energy for you to edit that into this damn clip.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Redox reaction. For our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Abe and Charlie, how you guys doing?
We're good. Abe was trying to wake himself up a minute ago. Interesting strategies.
Hey, bro, listen, whatever works. We are tired. I feel like we've been going exhausted and going.
Yeah, it was a busy weekend. It was a busy weekend.
Yeah.
We did Oppenheimer and Barbie double feature on Friday, and then Saturday we did that 2.5-hour discussion. If you haven't seen it yet, if you've seen both, check them out. It was a good discussion.
Did it live. We got Anna and Rachel on the channel too as guests.
Yeah.
It was a great discussion. Two great movies that we got the pleasure to watch and recommend you watch our discussion.
Yeah, and from the title of this video, we're going to be reacting to the season finale of Barry, the last two episodes, episode 7 and 8. And also, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you want to listen to the discussion portion, you can click on the link in the description, and you'll find the links for those two platforms. Woo! So, last two episodes were crazy.
Yes.
And I know our audience was like, I can't wait to see episode 5, and it's out right now.
So if you haven't seen that, go and click on that. Watch that first, because I think a lot of people realize that that's kind of one of the craziest episodes probably this season, probably the last 2 seasons. I don't know about the future of the
I don't know either.
but it seems like from people's reaction, it was like the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a prediction that girl is going to come back to play an important part.
I hope so.
Like maybe towards the finale of the
I
whole
hope so
show or
too, yeah.
something.
I hope so, because
there's no way.
otherwise it would just feel like a random thing that happened.
Yeah.
You know
It
what I
could
mean?
be too. That'd be totally fine if it was a random thing that happened.
guess.
Not gonna lie, 'cause
I-
that's kind of like the sketch comedy side of stuff that we were mentioning.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to see it actually play a role though.
Yeah. Abe, can you read some comments from the last episode?
Yes. And most of the comments were about episodes, the next coming episodes 5 and 6, which we already watched, but I'm gonna read them anyway because they were good. This one comes from 5-Star Gaming 193. Next episode is my favorite episode. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I understand why. The next one is from Wardrobe Plays WW2. The comedy drama balance is crazy. You can't categorize it as one thing. I think that's just about the show overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good balance. But yeah,
Feels like its own genre.
exactly. Like that last, just seeing how episode 5 and 6. Episode 5 was just so crazy. In episode 6, we have that intense acting sequence between Barry and Sally. You're like, bro, it's crazy.
It's weird. It's weird because it's like, it's more than like a dramedy. Like I think the sketch comedy element of it is what like sets it apart from other things. But yeah, it's hard to categorize Barry as a show. And the last comment here I have from Post Shana. The tone of this show is so unique. You don't feel this subject matter should cause this many laughs, but it does. Also, that NoHo Barry roof scene is an all-timer. They play off each other so well. Next episode is crazy. Yeah, I love Barry and Hank's like banter, and like also the comedic timing for both actors is incredible. So like just watching them go at it, I could just watch them do like a comedy sketch basically for forever.
I love his 50-50 with Cristobal. He's like, the guy who got shot in the shoulder just like gets up and starts dancing.
I just wonder on set, how do you just not burst out of laughter while
I'm
filming
sure
this? And
there's
I know
so
they
many
did.
outtakes of them laughing. Like,
Isn't that what they
gotta
said
be.
right there?
Yeah,
too?
there is.
There was
What?
one that they mentioned like that apparently they had to redo over and over.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The King of Super Suck or something like that. I forget what the comment, what the line was, but apparently Bill Hader just kept laughing during that comment, during
Hold
that
on. Let me see if I
that
can
line.
find
So
it.
they had to reshoot it a ton of times.
Yeah, this one's from Mart Whizzles Sizzle 7997. I heard that the King of Suck Balls part was the hardest shoot because Bill Hader just kept laughing. Yeah, no, I'm
It
sure
was
there's
the guy
plenty
who
of
got
outtakes.
shot. He's like, you're the king of suck balls or whatever.
All right, Charlie,
Don't.
that's great.
Like the
Let's get
episode.
into it.
The point is, in this climate, you've got hashtag me too, hashtag hands off.
I told them that you're directing and writing your own piece. These guys had a great idea.
We'd like to put you in a room with Aaron Ryan.
The TV producer?
He's a client.
Oh my god! Sorry. Oh my god, I divorced women. It's so good.
Sorry, the feature falling apart. Keep talking.
Anyway, Aaron has a project that sounds
The gym, the yoga ball.
The way he picked it up.
It's actually really a good idea to sit on those. And it's really good for your core.
Oh shoot!
Watch him get hired.
Are you a client here?
Oh, no. No, my girlfriend is Sally Reed.
Oh, you're Barry Block? How tall are you?
Watch, Barry's gonna get a significant role that Sally hasn't been able to get.
Were you just talking to Michael?
Is that his name, the guy with the ball? Michael? Yeah, no, he was super nice. Yeah, he just got me an audition.
What?
Yeah, I didn't realize that's how it worked. It's kind of neat.
Oh my god! Oh, saw that coming.
Yeah, here's the back and forth of Sally's character.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be super jealous and then shy away from him again.
You're going straight in for the director.
Yeah, some guy named Jay Roach. They like me because I'm tall, and the other guy they cast is short.
So let me get this straight. So just because you're tall, you skipped like 5 rounds of callbacks at least.
An audition? Hmm? You
Yeah.
have an audition?
Yeah.
What are they, reading extras now?
No, that's so weird. Sally said the same thing.
No! You say, oh, we're just a bunch of swim instructors. That's the title. They can't cut that.
They're both jealous.
Yeah, because Gene was auditioning for like janitor number 2 or whatever.
Stupid stuff.
Damn, bro, they zip tied everybody
They
into this
zip time
container.
and chained them. What the hell?
What is this?
Get out of free jail.
Get out of free jail. He always mixes up the sayings. Oh, the accordion guy, the snake.
Oh, for f***'s sake, this f***ing guy, can someone please shut him up?
You know he got casted in Superman?
No, Hank?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like another zero on my paychecks isn't going to change my life. I'm really gravitating towards smaller, more interesting, more relevant material.
Me too. I mean, I am also gravitating toward more honest.
Which isn't what's being made. It sounds like we might be a good fit.
Totally.
Yeah, Team Gersh told me about your past, what you're working on right now. Sounds really relevant, really current.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So the
because-
elevator pitch is basically this.
Bro, let her talk.
I know.
They're all in abusive relationships. They're lost. But then over the course of the pilot, they meet each other. They realize how much they have in common, and they start to lean on each other. And because now there's this sense of community, they become stronger.
That's great. Yeah, I love that.
So they start a group where they kill their husbands.
Jesus.
It's empowering. I'm really not supposed to show you this.
Payback ladies.
They're like half naked.
You'd be this one.
Oh,
It's that time of the month for revenge.
I'm dead.
God.
You just passed on an Aaron Ryan show? Why?
I mean, he had a period pun on the poster. It was offensive.
The show has 3 leads in it, and you would be one of them. Do you not want to be a lead in a TV show?
Not that TV show, no.
Did I just hear this right? Did you just pass on Aaron Ryan?
He has 2 first names. You can't trust that.
I mean, Lindsay, you saw my piece. Do you really think that what he's doing and what I'm doing are the same thing?
Well, let us know how big the paycheck is on your play.
You know, maybe this isn't a good fit.
Hey, Sally, okay, Sally.
JT.
JT's one of the swim instructors.
I had a hunch. He's very upset in the beginning.
Yeah, because another swim instructor, Ike, stole his girlfriend.
So, Ike has forced the horns of the cuckold upon you. Your guy seeks revenge by shitting in a pie and trying to get him to eat it.
Oh my God, bro.
What is this?
You eat the shit pie.
Yeah, but that's not until scene 3, right?
I'm trying not to overwhelm you, Barry. I think it's about vengeance.
Okay.
And then, scene 3, whoopsie, you eat the shit pie.
I think he's like trying to have a hand in his success. That's what it seems like.
When is your audition?
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the casting director, Allison Jones.
No, Miss Jones will show up when the director's there.
No, it's a director's session. He's there too. His name is Jay Roach.
Whose cock did you have to suck in a former life? I'll be there 9:45 to warm you up. Every actor who's got a first audition brings a scene partner.
Really?
Since Shakespeare.
He can so easily manipulate Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, Ike, you shitbird. You want a little pie? Mr. Kusno said I should put a little mustard on pie there.
Can we stop this piece that I'm doing for class? It's exactly what I should be doing. I'm terrified, okay? Because my piece is real. It's me. Raw, unapologetic truth with a capital T. I'm afraid that they're gonna judge me, and I'm afraid that Sam's gonna find out and do something crazy, but I have to do this. It's my story to tell. I mean, so many other women have the same story. What, am I a spokesperson for them now? Could I be the face of a movement?
Yo.
But what if you get it wrong, Sally? I don't know. You can't get it wrong, Sally, but you can't not tell it either, Sally, because it's who you are, which makes this thing that my agent sent me on today so fucking insulting. Payback, ladies, it's just another shit male idea of what strong women are. Oh, grab a gun and some stilettos to get a goddamn blowout. It's bullshit. Which, by the way, so is this. It's quite possibly the worst thing I've ever read. But you want to know what's really driving me fucking crazy? I am so jealous that you're reading for this. I have never had a director's session for a feature, and I have been doing this for way longer, and I think you'd agree that I am way better. I made you, and I'm actually represented by Gersh. Well, at least I was. I don't even know if they rep me anymore after what I said in there today, but still, at least I held my ground because I am an artist, okay? An artist, and this is not fucking art. But then, I mean, to be honest, of course, I'm so happy for you. I mean...
She's all over the place.
Yeah.
Bro, but at least she's being honest about this.
Yeah.
I think it's a big character moment for her,
yeah,
development-wise.
His face.
Hey, Ike, you shitbird. You want a little
Nah, the way that he said it, he's saying it right there, makes me feel like Gene is making him, like, sabotaging him. Because there's no way that that's the delivery of that line.
It feels like the movie shit anyway. So he's kind of just like playing into the ridiculousness.
It's like one of those, like, American Pie-esque.
Yeah.
Maybe. Is what it sounds like.
Some sort of spoof film almost.
Where the hell are they? Middle of the desert? Or are they on a beach?
Looks like a beach. No?
There's the monks.
Uh-oh. It's a Catholic school bus. It says something Catholic school.
Oh, Esther. With the slushy. Always with the slushy.
And the windbreaker. Oh, Jesus.
They're going to pour gasoline.
Shit, yeah, gasoline. Okay, they're gonna burn us. Oh, boy.
Oh. I shouldn't be laughing.
Since we're all about to die in a moment, I have to be honest about something, okay? I have been deceiving you guys. Yeah. And before we die, I have to come clean. I know you look at me and you see hard as nails criminal, stone cold killer.
This is their guy.
Bro, that's a lot of gasoline.
This is their Barry, though.
Real talk? I should not be manager of crime syndicate.
He's going to free everyone while he's monologuing.
Yep.
I'm optometrist by nature, you know?
Barry's training is coming in clutch right now for them.
You're all on the barbecue bus.
He called it the barbecue bus, bro.
I will regret it for the rest of my life. Guys?
Oh my god, was he the only one left?
Yo, they left him.
Oh my god.
He's their hitman right now.
Barry really brought out an army.
Oh my god, dude. Hank is in the bus, guys. Do you want him to die?
I don't think they care, from what I could tell.
Ouch.
Guys, Esther is leaving. Also, do you need your help here? Please.
Are they tied to the...
He's zip tied to the thing.
Says her.
Someone's got to save him. Oh, there you go.
Barely. That monologue didn't help his case, though.
No.
Looks like we did it, huh? Go team.
Oh.
The musical's right there. You know what happens to cowards like you?
That's what happens.
I was getting to that, man. Okay, guys. So, guys.
Yeah,
wait, hold phone. Is
my guy.
this about what I said on bus? I was delegated, okay? To empower you. That's what a good leader does. Like a good leader, I'm gonna get us some Ubers.
There's all those cars there
Yeah, I was
that you
gonna
can just
say.
take, right?
That Aaron Ryan thing was a terrible fit for you and so lame. I saw a lead role and I was thinking like an agent in the worst way.
I want to understand Lindsay's motives here.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I'm
she's
curious.
genuine.
I want to support artists. I promise I will be a better agent moving forward.
You still want to represent me?
Yes.
It feels like she's trying to get somewhere in her career and
Everyone
using
is.
Sally
Yeah.
for it.
Don't worry about the mics. I'll get them on board.
So it sounds like she is helping her.
I'm still skeptical.
Yeah.
You know, I don't represent them, but as far as I'm concerned, if you want them in it, they're in it. What do you say?
Yes.
Like, what's the reasoning for her going through all this for Sally?
I might have already pulled the trigger on a different venue. The whole place is yours, but it's got to be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Wow, big upgrade.
How many seats is this?
400.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa.
Big theater.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the motive in all this.
Maybe she has a conscience. Maybe it's a woman helping out another woman.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah, I think
can't forget
that's why
that
I'm just
part.
thinking Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, you know how the business is.
Yeah.
It's just a fight to the top.
Listen, I am so sorry to leave you in the lurch, but I am not going to make it.
Oh.
I'm headed up to my cabin.
Uh-oh.
This private detective approached me. He said he wants to take a look at the area again because he thinks he can get to the bottom of what happened to Janet.
Fuchs.
Yikes.
His name is Kenneth Goulet. Oh, you know what? Here he is now.
Hi, Kenneth Goulet speaking. Please don't hurt Mr. Chris. Shut up. You think I'm out of moves?
So, just one thing before we get going. How tall are you?
6'2".
Good. Okay.
I'm 6'3". I never got approached for a role for no reason.
Same.
Did Ike say he was boning Gwyneth?
Yeah, that's what you heard, Jethro. Well, I'm gonna give a shit, all right? Literally.
Wow, you really underplayed that. Do you want to do the second scene?
He liked it.
He's gonna be impressed by it.
He did not give a fuck. What's his name again?
Barry Block. She's 6'2".
6'2".
Oh my
That's
god.
all that matters. He's tall.
Barry Locke. Isn't that the guy I talked to on the phone? I thought you said his name was Berkman.
Yeah, well, he changed it.
Oh, he changed it.
No, it's a stage name, Mr. Goulet. Look, it might say drama teacher on my business card, but in actuality, I'm more of a therapist, a father, if you will, to those kids. And that boy, when I met him, no direction, nobody in his corner, but together we turned that around. He's got a big audition today. That's where he was when we spoke to him.
Oh, that hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's feeling spite still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm curious if that name that he used for his detective is one of the phone box names.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But either way, he recognized the voice, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's like evidence of something for later.
Lovely scenery.
Is he gonna pretend like to just stumble upon it naturally?
Could you tell me what kind of tree that would be? That couldn't be Janice's car, do you think?
I do.
Well, now, if Barry this
Barry's
is
gonna
bad.
show up with a
Yeah,
gun.
if he shows up with the gun, Gene's gonna be like, how do you know where I was?
I'm gonna borrow your phone here. I'm just gonna step away for a sec right over there. I'm gonna call the cops. I'd like to report the body of Detective Janice Moss. My name is Gene Kusnow, and I killed her.
What?
If you're okay with it, I want to open the trunk. Good.
What?
Bro.
He's gonna frame him like.
Yikes.
No way.
Wow, what a way to end the episode.
Wow.
No my
way.
God.
That episode was long.
Yeah.
How long was that?
Jesus, they know how to make cuts like good cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. It's not like traditional cliffhanger, I would say.
It's never forced or anything.
Yeah, because usually
I don't know.
show cliffhangers, it's like big swelling score and there's like this moment and whatever. And it kind of just played out like naturally, and then it's just
They just cut. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. It's just, I can't imagine waiting another week.
No,
Just,
right?
Like, it's
That's
just
insane.
Oh.
The thing is, low key, now that I think about it, Fuchs is kind of protecting Barry with that.
Yeah, but it's almost like he's trying to get him to owe him.
Mm-hmm. And this is that thing that we were mentioning. Like, I don't think Fuchs has ever killed anyone. He hesitated so much.
Yeah, true. He's a coward. He's running. Oh, he went to Gene.
Huh?
What?
I mean, him at the scene of the crime is not good.
No, definitely not. Why did he close the trunk like that?
What?
I don't get it.
Assuming they took Gene in. Unless they have him in holding as well.
I mean, he's got stuff to defend himself, right? He talked to Gene on the phone. Gene told him where he was, all that. So.
And while you were in the woods, you heard the sirens that brought you to the car?
Yes.
The car that we couldn't find even after scouring the woods for a month?
Mr. Kusno, okay?
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone was up in the woods with you other than your teacher. You're free to go.
Can I see Mr. Kusno?
Oh no, we think he killed his girlfriend, so he's staying here with us.
You can tell they don't really believe that.
Fuchs, I'm coming for you. Dead man.
Jeez.
Oh, this place is great, isn't it? It's like Enter Dragon. Anyway, heroin gets here in T-minus 5 hours, so we're... Guys? Hey, you know what we need? Cable with the heroin on. That is such a great idea. So, I'm on your website right now. Beautiful furniture, by the way. And I'm seeing dining room tables, I'm seeing coffee tables, but not sure how to look for the table that I need. No, it's for heroin. About 30 kilos, give or take. What I'm dealing with is an open floor plan, so it really needs to work on its own merit. I'm sorry, can you hang on 1 minute? Thank you. This is Narco Hank.
But here, I just landed.
Oh, that's the head of the Chechens, right?
But here, you're here in California?
I've come to replace you, Hank. I'm going home to Chechnya.
Is this open for discussion?
No. I'm at Ontario Airport. I'm taking Super Shuttle to Monastery. They say 30 minutes.
My guys are fortifying this monastery for when Bolivians and Burmese show up to have massive firefight. I don't even have time to order a heroin table, which is a thing on Pinterest, but not on Amazon.
Heroin tables on Pinterest, but not Amazon.
Just a low level of eye contact going on.
She smokes now?
She has smoked, no?
I don't recall, unless it's for a scene.
How was your audition?
Oh, it was
I'm really just asking. I don't need an answer. Come on, we're in the middle of tech.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Do you have any idea where Gene is? No one can get a hold of him.
Oh, he's at his cabin, I think. He'll be here. Look at all the seats.
Yeah.
And she's under immense pressure of having to do this show last second.
Not to RSVP.
It was a diversity showcase. They were not afraid to RSVP.
They were afraid to not.
Yeah.
Look, Barry, I was nervous too, okay? But everybody's dropped the competitive grief bullshit and they're delivering honest and real work. I mean, look what we inspired.
This place has a balcony.
Yes, there's a lot of f***ing seats. Move on! Louder.
Okay, sorry.
But we have a recording of a 911 call where you confessed to Moss's murder and threatened suicide.
Wasn't me.
Call came from your phone, and it sounds like you. Mr. Cousineau, can you look at me? You're in a bad place. Guilt and remorse is weighing on you. I think you called your student Barry to talk you out of it because you didn't want to go through with it.
Barry spoke to him.
I don't want to hear about this Goulet guy. He doesn't exist.
The cops in this show are just terrible.
Horrible. Literally the worst cops I've seen in any show, which is what allows the plot to drive forward.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Mr. Cousineau, please stand up. You're under arrest for the murder of Janice Moss.
Okay.
Impressive.
Oh, boy.
Fuchs? And I need an army.
Hi, yeah, this is Barry Berkman. You said I could call you with any updates on Mr. Cousineau. Yeah, well, how's he doing?
They just booked him.
Well, is he okay?
See him tomorrow, Berkman.
Hey, Bart. You could save your little acting teacher, you know that, right? I'm gonna kill you, Fuchs. All you have to do is turn yourself in. Give it all up for him. Yeah? Not so altruistic now, are you, motherfucker? Knows how to moves. Bye-bye.
It's the most serious episode we've had, I think, from tone-wise. Just from beginning to end.
So everyone showed. The audience is packed. Everyone's here. Oh, the mics are here?
Oh, so they got on board with the whole showcase idea?
Oh, yeah, they're in. But, well, they're not. I mean, they do.
No pressure.
No pressure, exactly. It's gonna be so,
You feel good that we're doing this, though, right?
Oh, me? I feel great that we're doing this. I feel so good because at the end of the day, you are telling your story. You're the artist. I'm supporting you.
She's so nervous. She's
I think she's putting like everything that she has into Sally, and she's getting nervous.
So I'm excited. You're excited. You're gonna be great. And break a frickin' leg, Sally.
So she's very dependent on Sally doing well, and if Sally doesn't, I think her career.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, I think
Makes
this
sense
shows
now.
you that she was genuine because
Yeah,
like, she's got a lot riding on this.
Makes sense now.
You know what was in the toilet? It wasn't the vomit or the 3-day-old pizza I poured bleach on and still ate, or even my made-up stomach issue. It was me. It was me.
Forgotten, remembered. Forgotten. I was the youngest of four. Gotten. Forgotten. Forgotten. 9, 8, 7, 6 was the age when I was left at a garage sale.
Need more than anything right now is Barry. He's like crazy Chechen goon whisperer.
It might be a bit tricky. We had a minor falling out.
Oh, come on. You guys are like Fleetwood Mac. You break up, you get back together again, and then you go out and make a great album. Like the best of Fleetwood Mac. They won't listen to me, man. But they will listen to Barry.
Barry, come on. I'm the guy that made Barry. They'll listen to me.
Hey, fellas. Come here. I just need guys.
Wake up call. Here's a new boss.
We're gonna meet Batir. I'm so curious what he looks like.
Who is this?
Viejito loco.
Crystal Ball's outfit kind of slaps. Like, look at that. They can't
Is he
hear
talking
him.
to us? No, maybe. No, he's on the Bluetooth.
He's on the
Is he on the
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth?
I hear my name. He's talking to us.
Cristobal. Esther, nice to meet you.
Who the f are you?
Fuchs. Monroe Fuchs. I'm Hank's representative. Get to it. You came here to kill us. I used to think people like you were the shit, man. Badasses like yourself always fascinated me. But doing it, you know, actually pulling the trigger, ending a life, well, that takes someone with no soul.
Hank tried to crisscross me.
Crisscross me.
You know, people meet and sometimes they lock into each other like two long sought after pieces of a puzzle. As time goes on, these pieces, they morph and they grow. They can grow together and become stronger, or they can become two completely different shapes that they don't have any room for each other. They don't fit anymore.
He's talking about him and Barry.
Yeah.
You can't control what other people are gonna do. They need their own space to become whatever weird-ass shape they're gonna change into. It's nature. You can't control it, but you can accept it. And I think, you know, you and Hank, that's still a fit, man.
I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I tried to screw you over, man.
No, you only tried to kill Esther because you cared about me.
Look, I love you, okay? Can we just say that once and for all? Look, I love you, man. I just think with the heroin shipment coming in and everything, we're sitting on a gold mine.
Jesus Christ, easy.
Esther's pissed. Uh-oh.
Telling the truth is the right thing to do, right? Barry, telling the truth is the right thing to do, right? Barry. Oh my God, are you okay?
Okay, it's time, guys. Break legs.
Oh my god. Or with the freaking microphone and little speaker.
Hey, Barry, are you okay? Come on. Are you okay?
He's in his place. You got to leave him. But the problem is that it'll affect her performance most likely.
But not if he's on point.
Yeah.
Not if he's
Yeah,
channeling
in the moment.
right.
But like she has some stuff beforehand without him, right?
Where are you at right now? I need your presence.
Oh no,
No.
He actually starts it. So
Yeah.
never mind.
Let's practice the choke. Ready? The choke. Ready? One, two.
He's gonna choke her for real this time. Watch.
I am selling it.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Stay in that place.
You heard that whistling?
Yeah.
That was like the sound of the desert when he went back to see Fuchs.
Yeah.
Or when Fuchs was meeting him.
This is not good.
Oh no. And she said, stay in that place. I'm nervous.
He's gonna give the performance of a lifetime, but he's gonna hurt her. Jesus, bro, look at his face.
Who's that guy you were dancing with tonight?
Ken? Well, he's just a friend, Sam.
I didn't like it. It was embarrassing. You look like a fucking whore.
Don't be an idiot.
Don't fucking call me an idiot.
I'll call you a fucking idiot.
She's changing it.
And from now on, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Starting with this, my name is Sally Jane Reed, and as of today, we are fucking done, you son of a bitch!
She was so worried about him upstaging her that she let it consume her and she completely went off book.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know, I saw all those people and I kind of panicked. I actually lied.
I was kind of forcing you to try to expose in front of everyone. Sally, I just really want to apologize because I feel very bad about this situation. You should never have had to do something so incredibly vulnerable in front of so many people with
Sally,
so little...
that was not at all what I thought you were going to do.
And now we know why you hated Aaron Ryan's story so much. His story was dark and gritty and frankly kind of a bummer about women who get trapped in a hopeless existence.
The truth was full of hope and redemption about a woman taking charge of her life, really inspiring. And not like those other stories.
What the hell was that thing?
It's like an inflatable pillow or something.
Excuse me, Miss Reed. My husband and I thought you were amazing.
There she is. That was breathtaking.
Wow, she's gonna
Oh,
be
yikes.
opposite response of
Truly inspiring.
wow.
She was crying.
I was crying. I was really crying.
Oh, so she manipulated her.
Think the agent manipulated her?
Yeah, based on the conversation that she had.
Yeah.
In what way? Explain.
So if you go back to the conversation, she's feeling super guilty about what she did, but she like knew what she was doing. Putting her in front of those people was going to make her a different side of her come out, and it ended up being exactly what she wanted. Get her roles, get her in front of people because she knew that she was going to come out and not do the story that she was going to do. And you could see the realization on her face after the fact. Like, to me, it felt like she was kind of manipulating her to be in that situation. Now she's going to get credit for it.
Right.
Because she arranged the whole thing.
And in turn, she delivers a story that people
That
want
Hollywood
to hear.
wants. That Hollywood
Yeah.
is begging for.
So we're back into that same cycle.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
That's
Okay.
what I got.
Yeah.
You found something?
It looks like a tooth. I don't know why.
Oh, a tooth?
Yeah.
Remember Fuchs's tooth?
That was last season, though. I had nothing to do with
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Does he not still have it?
Looks like a tooth, you know?
Did they give it back to him?
I didn't see anything that looked good.
Because remember they
No,
found
go
the
back.
tooth.
I'm sorry. Okay, go back.
What is he looking at?
So he
though?
looks down.
I don't know
at
what
the
he's
floor,
looking at,
but the shape of the floor is that looks
See,
like a
there's
tooth.
There's a cutout there.
Yeah, cutout of a tooth.
That looks like a tooth. Sideways, but
Yeah.
Why would that be on the floor? That's so interesting.
I don't know. Oh,
Mr. Cousineau, you're free to go.
it's not the same place where Fuchs was processed before, was it?
Oh, it could have been. Because I guess that was part of Janice's case, is that they found a tooth at the crime scene
Mhm.
before she died.
But I don't know if it's the same place. I think Fuchs was processed in Cleveland, no?
No idea. I can't remember. Oh, that's Fuchs's
Hello?
son. Oh, sorry. Gene's
Hello?
son.
Is Mr. Cousineau there? Who is this? This is Barry Block. Who's this?
I'm Leo. I'm his son.
Hi. Is he okay? Have they taken him to LA yet?
No, actually, they're letting him go. I just got here. So.
Let him go. What happened?
I guess they found this thing in Janice's trunk. It's a Chechen pin.
So this translates to the debt.
Oh, that's the thing that Hank gave to Barry.
Wait, did Barry throw that in the trunk? And
That's
close
probably
it?
what he did when he closed it. Because it'll lead to the Chechens. Oh my God. Jesus.
It always circles back to the Chechens.
Can you tell your dad something for me? Can you tell him that he's gonna be okay and that he was right? I'm pretty sure that people can change.
I think he was talking about Sally.
I'm not sure. This is
way to set up season 3. I thought it would have cut.
No, he still wants his revenge. But the thing is, the way he implanted everything, if he just leaves Fuchs with them, naturally the cops could bust all of them.
Right.
You could just leave it to them. But who's Barry's ally? Esther? It's not an ally.
I'm not saying right now. I'm saying could be.
Oh, because she's not liking what's going on. Yeah.
Right.
Could be.
White boy, Lululemon tracksuit.
He's going to kill her?
Never mind. The opposite of what I said.
Bro, he's going to kill all the Bolivians.
What the heck?
They're not, as soon as they see it's Barry, they're not going to want to shoot him. Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
I have a feeling where this is going to go.
Help me! Oh, you! He's trying to kill me. I'm trying to give you anything you want. Блядь, give me the fuck. Give me out. Give me out. Это пересмотр, они охотятся за ним.
Yep, this is what I thought. He's going to go face to face with his protege.
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh my God. Jesus.
You!
Damn, he didn't give a shit. He's got to go back and confirm that kill because that's not good. Oh, is this the guy?
Batir.
He took forever to show up.
Oh,
the bullet. Never mind. He
Hey,
looks.
Batir.
He looks pretty.
Hey, man.
Pretty scary.
Kind of looks like Goron, but in a suit. He never got out of that place.
Yeah, when he blacks out, dude, he's dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Vicious.
Wow.
Oh, that is good.
That's a good way to cut it.
No.
Wow.
I love the use of just rain here.
Silent montage,
just-
yeah, with the rain in the background.
I wonder what Fuchs said to him. He's remembering it.
Barry Bergman did this.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Bill Hader directed.
That's a good way to end it too.
Whoa.
Those 2 episodes were super intense.
It's like anticlimactic-ish, but also not like the way that they just ended it.
Feels like how they ended the last season as well too.
Yeah.
Bro.
That was crazy.
That was wild. Very very dark last episode especially. But the last 2 episodes were probably the most intense, I feel like, of the show. In terms of just like the subject matter and where the characters went.
Yeah.
And
It's
where
kind of like
where Barry stands.
The way I feel it's kind of we're back to square one.
Yeah, it seems like the recurring theme in
with
the show.
Barry, and even with Sally in some sense. I think we're back to square one with her. But even though she got, you know, in a new path and a new advancement in her career, but basically she went back on everything that she said. But it also wasn't her. You know, she was set up for that too, to do that. I don't know.
You know what I feel like? I feel like both characters have developed in the opposite way. Not in the sense of where they're in square one, but they're worse off. And specifically for Barry, like, if you go back and watch season 1 when he kills people and it's whatever, it rolls off his back. Like, there's nothing, right? Like, there's no emotion with it. It's just his job is he's doing it because he needs to get it done, and that's that. He's now gone to a place where he's channeled his emotions, and when he wasn't able to channel that through acting, he acted on it by killing people. And this was the first time I think we've seen like pure emotion and pure like rage from him, and him channeling that into killing someone outside of the Korengal, when he killed somebody because he thought it was his friend or whatever, the guy who killed his friend. I think that's the one situation you could maybe compare this to. But this now feels like he's gone like over the edge, like off the deep end.
This is like a Korengal 2.0 for him.
Yeah. But this is a massacre. You know what I mean?
He went in there and shot up the entire place.
And like, not to sit here and say like, oh my God, he killed bad people, right? Like he killed like gang members of many factions, like Chechens, Bolivians, and Burmese, like all of them. But this was just, and they were all just casualties of him trying to get at Fuchs, and it was that anger that drove him.
He just went deeper into the rabbit hole essentially, because now every faction is gonna go after him.
Yeah, either that and also like I'm more worried about his mental state.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, how do you return from this? Because if you go back to when he was on the phone with Leo, he was like, I do think people can change. And it's like, yeah, you can change, but you're changing for the worse is what it looks like to me. So that's the development I've gotten from Barry. It's not that he's back at square one. He's getting deeper into the rabbit hole.
And it's getting worse for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had now every moment recently that we've seen that he has like a negative moment in his life, the person that he found to talk to is Gene.
Yeah.
But now Gene is, you know, he was probably like so phased out when Fuchs was whispering in his ear before he ran away. But now he remembered, and there's no way he can go talk to Gene now. But he doesn't know that yet. But like, oof, that's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
Also, Sally butchered the entire freaking thing and went back on, you know, what she wanted to do. So he is in a weird spot with Sally as well. He doesn't have Fuchs. Obviously, he's trying to kill Fuchs, so he has no one.
No one.
Yeah. And I wonder
and
if
Hank too. Hank is gonna be not happy about this whole situation, unless, you know,
somehow he saved his ass.
Well, the one thing that he really wanted is to get rid of Esther, and he did.
But he also, I didn't see if we saw Cristobal die. I think he got away.
Cristobal, I think he got away. Yeah.
But his main, basically Barry 2.0 is gone.
It's gone. Yeah. He died. And that's how you could tell the rage, because he, like, the kid had some feeling of like he owed Barry
He was like,
something.
oh shoot, it's Barry.
Right.
And then he just didn't even hesitate.
No
The guy
hesitation.
just went,
because he was in that place, the place that Sally put him in. And here's the thing, like, I wonder even at this point if he would even try to go back and talk to Sally, because I think if I'm Barry, right, and maybe Barry doesn't think this way, because we've acknowledged that Barry can be naive in some ways, but if I'm Barry, like, I realize that she's the one who put me in this place. Not saying that, you know, he has choices to make, and he acted on those emotions, but like, she told him to stay in that place, and then she completely, you know, derailed the scene, didn't allow him to channel that energy into the acting like he had practiced in the past, and now he's in this place because that an emotion had to go somewhere.
But here's the thing: is that Barry is also at fault for that.
Oh, 100%, 1000%.
Because if he would have, like, obviously there's issues with being honest with Sally, right? He can't be completely honest with her, but I feel like there probably might have been a way to explain to her, like, hey, listen, I can't go to that place. Like, that's not okay for me. Bad things can happen. If he had been honest up front with her,
There was
and
like
with
no
everyone,
time in that spot though.
No,
There was,
no,
like,
but
no
this
time.
could have happened before in their relationship because they've rehearsed this a few times now, and you know she's seen him go to that place before.
Right, and the one place that the one time he did go to that place, it worked, and he recognized too that people thought he was a good actor. So I think he was in favor of using that to
But
channel his performance.
He's not. It's his fault for not realizing the
What
damage
else?
that it can
Yeah,
cause.
no, 100%.
as well. So if he had that clear communication with Sally, they could have avoided this situation.
Don't get me wrong. I think
both of their faults.
I think it's both of their faults.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to look at the situation and pin it all on Sally. I'm trying to look at from Barry's perspective what he's feeling about Sally right now, because I'm curious if in season 3 he's gonna try to go after her and like be like, are they gonna go back to where the relationship was, or is he gonna be feeling some sort of?
He's looking for acknowledgement, like he has been since the beginning of the show. That's why he goes along with all this stuff and just accepts what people say he should do, because he wants to feel valued. He wants to have an inner circle of people who care about him.
Right.
And this is the way that he feels that he can get that.
Yeah, but I don't know. He has some disdain and stuff towards Fuchs, right, because of their relationship, and
Yeah.
Fuchs has pushed him into the wrong places before, intentionally or unintentionally. Mostly intentionally from Fuchs's part. But I wonder if he's going to have negative reactions now because, like, Sally unintentionally put him in that situation. And I'm wondering if that's going to affect how he feels about their relationship. That's kind of where I'm coming from. But, again, they're going to be in completely separate places now because Sally's been, like, jealous of Barry and because of his audition and whatnot. And now she's getting all of the auditions, kind of flipping the original intention of how she was going to do her work. So...
But don't forget that director looked like he liked Barry's audition as well. So he's still going to get a call back for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
He may rewrite the whole script because of
Just
that.
to
I don't
fit in
know.
the tall
Just to
guy
fit in
who
him.
doesn't give a
I don't
shit.
know.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to feud now in terms of like their acting careers and stuff.
Barry and Sally?
Yeah.
Could be.
But
you guys-
also Gene could ruin his career.
Just a quick thing. It wasn't exactly it, but like the venue they were at and like the acting tables and stuff, like where you could your makeup table and your mirror and everything, that looked like the poster, like the Barry poster.
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
kinda
The
used
green
in
room
season one.
that they were in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the green room. He like turns around and the lights are kind of in the
Yeah.
background.
Mhm.
I just thought it was interesting. I was like, this feels like a very pivotal moment in the show.
I like that last shot where the light was on, it was flickering, and he goes into the hallway, and it
Mhm.
just went
Completely black.
Walk
kind of
into
shows
darkness.
like where does he go from here?
It almost felt like he was just embracing the darkness.
Yeah. Oof. Damn,
that was the
man.
last we saw of him in this episode too, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
then
kind of
afterwards it
just went into
to
it.
Gene,
I think it was
and
just
then
him
to Hank.
going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. It's like
Mhm.
it's just, and he went right into it, no hesitation whatsoever. And I
Mhm.
think that's what they want to show is like, there's no coming back from this. Maybe there never was.
Nah, but knowing this show, there's a way to at least temporarily get out of this situation.
Oh, of course.
The amount of shit we've seen them get out of, bro, is impressive.
But
It is
it's always temporary. And here's
Right.
the thing now, like if we talk about where the plot is in the show, if Barry put that pin in there, they're gonna go after the Chechens, like we think. And what's happened every time now is like something has pointed back to the Chechens. So even if Gene goes to the cops and says, I think Barry did it, A, they didn't believe that the guy was there in the first place, so they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, whatever. And B, they have a lead on the Chechens, so they're gonna
Yeah.
focus their energy
But
there.
I think relationship wise, Barry's relationship with Gene is
it's screwed.
It's screwed.
Yeah, it's
and
done.
that's gonna hurt him a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it'll come back to Barry in terms of the cops, because they've been misled this many times, and all of
Right.
the other cases where they close it and they have those press conferences, it always ties back to the Chechens,
Yeah.
or
The
to
cops are
that
shit.
crazy freaking Taekwondo guy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
I think in season 3 where you're gonna see, I think Barry be free from the investigation stuff, but suffer the personal relationship with the people around him. I think he's gonna be very lonely this season.
Yeah.
At season 3.
That's why I think that the one
I think
person
they're gonna
that-
dive into that aspect.
I think the one person that does have something on Barry, like semi-concrete right now, is that little girl. That's why I'm like, she has to come back and play a role somehow. There's no way that she's just a one and done character.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It felt. I'm so. I don't even know necessarily the purpose of that character now. Like I feel like they need to come back into the show to see where that goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That episode was so different
So
out of all the episodes we've seen.
Yeah.
And episode 5 was ridiculous and awesome. But man, compared from season 1 to season 2, which one was your favorite season so far?
I think it's this one.
I think it's this one. Yeah.
Season 2 was definitely my favorite too.
You got more Bill Hader direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just it got to another level of absurdity, but still tamed, if that's even the right word to compare it, because episode 5 is so untamed. It's just so out there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's not so out there that it doesn't make sense to the story. You know, it still perfectly makes sense to the story and to the world that we know that Barry is living in. Except for maybe the girl being part cannibal. But yeah, I mean, it's a great season. I'm sure that it only got, better and better in terms of like what they could do production value wise and such, because I'm sure HBO looked at this and just kept increasing their budget after each season.
Yeah, I can see why.
It was really good. But yeah, I'm curious to see now how it changes going into, I think season 4 is where he takes full creative control, right?
Yeah.
Bill Hader.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I want to see how much the show actually changes, or if it stays relatively around the same,
What I've noticed is that when Bill Hader directs, it gets darker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the themes are darker, and he like really dives into Barry the character.
Yeah. And I think that the thing with Bill Hader, though, he's not subtle about it too.
No.
He likes to show it right in your face. He's like, this is what I'm doing. Here you go. And it's dope. It's really well.
Can you give me an example of what you mean?
I just think that Sally slapping him. I think that was one. I don't know. I just some things like that. Him going into that hallway, the dark hallway, that is it's very well directed. Blacking out, shooting everyone. He just goes like, "Yo, this is."
Yeah, he dives into the character's psyche really well. Yeah, and I think like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like thinking out loud here, so this might not be like the most well formulated thought, but like there are times when the show in the past has felt like it's really trying to balance the comedy and the drama aspect of it. But when Bill Hader takes the reins, he's like, it feels like a more complete mesh of the two, in the sense where you're not like, oh my god, that was funny, but this is ridiculous and this is dark and this is whatever. It feels like a very complete blend.
The ridiculous, the dark, the comedy in one scene alone. Is that what you're saying?
Not just a scene alone, like the story, like it just feels like the story, the genres are like complementing each other, because throughout if we go back to episode 5, throughout the entire thing, like there's this absurdity of these new characters that are like meta humans basically.
Yeah.
But the entire time of it, you really examine Fuchs and Barry's relationship.
That's true.
The entire episode, and he really dove deep into that. And that almost like felt secondary to the absurdity, but like that was the point of the episode. In this, it was like Barry's back to being a stone cold killer, and he puts that right in your face. But at the same time, it's like diving into his psyche and diving into why he's gotten there and how much deeper he's going into the rabbit hole. And he focused a lot on the narrative in this episode specifically. So it feels like he, is the intended storyteller here, and from what we know of how he's going to take complete creative control or direction, it feels like the showrunners are realizing, and that's him and Alec Berg, they kind of just realized like Bill Hader is the person to take this story, and like he's the best person to tell it, because the episodes that I watched that he's directed are my favorite ones.
I agree.
From what I've gathered.
Yeah. That Fuchs episode with Barry, episode 5, I think was such a landmark episode, if that makes sense. It was such a distinct episode that I think shapes up who Barry and Fuchs is, and I don't think we'll ever see Fuchs change. I think Fuchs will always stay like this, and we're always going to see Barry battle that and try to run away from it, but he can't. I think he simply can't.
And that's the theme of the movie.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's the direction that Bill Hader is taking us. He's like, I think he's telling us specifically, especially with that last hallway scene, he's like, y'all get ready, because this is just the beginning for Barry, and it's just going to get worse. I think that's how I'm interpreting this season.
Yeah.
I don't think Barry has an escape here. I think we're just going to see him
get deeper into the
deeper,
darkness.
deeper and deeper and deeper. You know, kind of. Obviously, I think investigation wise and police wise, they won't get to him.
No.
But we're gonna see here get, you know,
Yeah,
crazy.
I think the way that they've established like the police in this, and the sense that they really can't figure anything out, and when they do, there's like a plot point that gets them,
Mhm.
you know, throws them for a loop or whatever. I think that's all like secondary to the story, right? Like
Mhm.
the point is not for the cops to catch Barry. I think
Yeah.
it's for Barry to end up at a dead end.
Mhm.
And like how far deep is too far gone. And I think that's where the show is continuing to head. And I just find it so pointed that he like talked to Gene's son on the phone and was like, I think people can change.
Because
And then that happens after.
Because look at the relationship that Gene's son has with Gene. Gene's son hates him, right, at the beginning. And as it was developing, he started giving him a chance. But the only reason he started giving him a chance because he just realized, yo, that's my father and I want to have a relationship with him.
Mhm.
But he told Gene, my wife doesn't want me to talk to you. Everyone in my life says I should, you know, not communicate with you, but he still wants to do it. Because Gene's son hearing that from Barry, I think really hit him.
Mhm.
I think it's going to help him grow his relationship with Gene. But also, that's the dude that killed your father's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's another interesting, you know, dynamic in how all this works between the characters. Hollywood. I know this is also a commentary on the industry and how the industry
Yeah, we haven't
works.
talked about Sally.
Sally-wise and industry-wise, what stood out to you here? I just think, man, Sally's been through a lot, and I think she's is a big representation that what I think a lot of people go through in the industry. Obviously, I'm not in there right now. I don't know, but it's a struggle, and it's like, how do you? It's weird because, you know, when she made that change, like, I'm gonna be blunt, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna tell my story, but then at the end, she was mad that Barry was about to. I think she was realizing that Barry was gonna absolutely kill that performance
And upstage her.
Yeah, so she's like, no, I'm gonna do something my own way. She did it. She got mad at herself, thought that she bombed it, but then started getting the praise and the appeal, and everyone's like, oh my God, you did so great. So I wonder what's going on in her head. You know, is that what she wants?
I don't think it was just about Barry upstaging her. I think it was also about the uncertainty that her telling the truth wouldn't have that big of an impact on the people that were there to watch her. Because I think that was the biggest thing. Like, she was questioning the whole time to Barry in the dressing room, like, hey, should I tell the truth? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was blacked out. He wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, something that led to her, you know, switching it up right in the moment. Seeing all those people, knowing the career was on the line, her now basically manager, like, telling her, like, oh, yeah, they're, you know, you're going to perform, and, like, ripping up the paper. She could clearly see she was nervous and that there was a lot on the line here. So I think her last second call was more related to, I need to give them something that feels right in my gut to get this done.
Did you think when her manager agent was ripping up that paper, it was a sign that Sally needed to change something? I was just throwing it out there.
Well, I think it's a clear indication that, like, she's nervous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that there's uncertainty there, and there's a lot on the line.
Right.
So I still don't I still don't really understand. I know you mentioned this when, you know, after people started congratulating her and stuff about her performance, but I didn't really understand if that was her manager trying to manipulate her into doing that, or if it just kind of happened and now they're just going with it, sort of thing. Because earlier on, we were questioning what her manager's motives were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, at least for me, it was a little bit hard to discern what her motives were until all of a sudden it seemed like, you know, she was being genuine and they were both just risking something and trying to get somewhere. Basically, using each other, helping each other to propel forward in their career.
Yeah.
So
it felt like, to me, it felt at points like the agent, I think her name's Lindsay. I think it felt like Lindsay was being genuine and trying to help her. But at one point, like, the ripping of the paper was additionally putting pressure on her, right? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know whether or not, you know, the more I think about it, the more I'm not entirely sure if it was like an intentional thing to make Sally do what she did. But what I can tell you is that from that last scene where everybody's congratulating her and like the executives are kind of all giving her plaudits, Lindsay's face, like she looks guilty. She looks almost like this is not, you know, where I wanted this to end up. So I'm not sure if, you know, at some point she was like, well, I'm gonna stick it to Hollywood with Sally and help her put on what she wants to put on. But at the end of the day, she realized that she almost like put Sally in a corner and made her react the way that Hollywood wants her to. Right. That was kind of, you know, that's one way now that I'm potentially looking at it. But, you know, the entire time it felt like Sally had been fighting, you know, the urge of like who she really is and how she should portray herself as an actress. And that's been going on for the entire show.
Yeah.
And then this moment, these last 2 episodes is where it really came to a head, because she turned on the show she didn't want to do because she felt it wasn't authentic to what, you know, she is. So she wanted to really do her showcase and lean into that. But then she ended up not being able to tell the truth and portray the person that she planned on portraying. And I think Charlie was kind of spot on with the fact that she was asking for validation from Barry, and Barry wasn't giving it to her. Like, telling the truth is right? Like, telling the truth is good, because at the end of the day, this was kind of his idea of, like, lean into this because you can tell your truth and people will respond to it. And at the end of the day, she wasn't getting validation from that. She was feeling pressure from Lindsay. There's the stage fright. There's everything. She is feeling like Barry's upstaging her. So I think it was this big kind of, everything was kind of coming to a head, and this big culmination of factors that led her to do what she did. And I think at the end, it felt like she wasn't satisfied because they didn't see her truly. They saw what she was portraying, like this strong, powerful woman who stood up, you know, against her abuser, and that clearly didn't happen from what we know of her story.
Yeah. It was a crazy season, man.
Yeah. Season had a lot of themes that were that I didn't know it could get into.
Yeah. And I think they're just gonna add more to it as the show progresses.
Yeah.
And
We're halfway through.
We're halfway through. 16 more episodes to go.
Crazy.
And we flew by this season. I think we did it faster than we did season 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang.
We started doing the 2 episodes and stuff.
And that helped. That's true. Yeah. Wow. Leave this out there. Is there something else that we would like to discuss that you caught or made your theme?
I don't think so, no. I think we pretty much addressed most of the stuff.
Yeah, I think the only one thing that I would say is that I think Barry is having a hard time looking introspectively, because I think a lot of times he blames Fuchs for the way that he is and has a hard time taking responsibility for
his actions,
his own shit. Again, I think Fuchs like put him in a corner with some of this stuff. But again, like if Barry was the one that made the play of putting the pin in there, he could have just let it lie. Right.
Yeah.
Like he could have.
So I don't think that was him. I think that was probably there already. I don't know.
How could it have been there?
Yeah.
Because he got it this season after he killed Janice. He's the one who closed the trunk.
Yeah.
So to me, it feels like something
it was
that he would have done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got the pin from Hank. So to me, it feels like something he planted to buy himself time, and then all this anger and rage led him to doing what he did, and now he's at the center of another major crime scene. And he can say it's Fuchs all he wants, but he's the one who made the conscious decision to go there, blinded by rage. But he still went there and did that. So I think he's gonna have a moment where he's gonna have to stop blaming Fuchs and like look at himself.
There's moments where he does look at himself in the scene and he's like, wait, I can change. But then when it comes to doing the business that he has done with Fuchs, he's always been blaming him. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
He
doesn't have the.
Yeah.
It feels at points Fuchs corners him, and like he feels like he really doesn't have a choice. But then when he does have a choice, he still like now is trying to take vengeance and rage over Fuchs.
Yeah.
And I just feel like again like the rage is blinding him.
And I think it's just gonna keep blinding him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But y'all, Thank you so much for watching this episode and listening. We hope you guys you enjoyed this episode. Please comment your thoughts. If you're new here, please subscribe. We love you guys. Like this video and see you soon for more Barry reactions. Peace.
See ya.